very hit. Dave Matthews very hit and miss for me. I like musically. I like a lot of stuff, but I kind of sometimes wish it was a different lead singer a little bit.
Yeah, I get
don't
that.
You know,
Yeah.
like because musically, like I like the musicianship.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
the word I was looking for.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's one. Like sometimes it's kind of like sometimes it's like okay. But yeah, that
Sometimes the collaboration between vocal and music is missing for you. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I guess that's
The
right.
collaboration
The collaboration
is not right.
interesting. The collaboration is missing for. But sometimes there's good collaborations.
Sometimes there are good collaborations. Yes.
That's very true. We may have one of those.
We do?
Well,
mean
it
you
could
and
be.
I.
Well, you and
This
I
is
do
good
for
collabor-
sure.
of course.
This is excellent
Okay,
collaboration.
yes,
This
yes.
is like top shelf.
This works.
This is top tier. This
Good.
works for sure.
So that's an example of good collaboration.
Exactly.
Yes.
We have another collaboration in the form of a beer that has been
right.
barrel aged
It's true.
2 different ways and had a little something extra added into it. So it's like a cornucopia of collaboration.
Ooh.
That's what we have for this Give It a Shot. I'm Andrew.
And I am Keith, and we are AboutBeverages.com. And the beverage that we are about today is the Saison du Buff, which is a collaboration between Stone, Victory, and Dogfish Head breweries. And they've done this before, right? So this is a different version of one that we've actually tried before, and also this is the newest version. So this is a beer that is it's an ale brewed with parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme.
Wow.
Now it's a time to throw in the Simon and Garfunkel
Now we need a
album.
Simon and Garfunkel reference
and
right
it's-
now.
And it's aged in red and white wine barrels.
That's correct.
So and
There's
what
an
else?
and
There's
on
a
top of
bonus treat that's added to this.
that? A tasty treat?
They add a little bit of Brit
A little bit of Brit.
to this beer as well. So
Jermaine was left
so
out.
yeah, Brit. Yeah, no Jermaine, just
No,
Brit.
Jermaine, just Brit.
Brit.
Yeah, so initially when I bought this, I actually thought, memory-wise, that I was buying the one that I had 4 or 5 years ago, which was just aged in red wine barrels. And I was like, oh, this one, oh, cool, they did it again. Took it home. We were discussing this last week about what we were going to have, what we were going to drink, all that kind of stuff. And I was like, oh, I've got that one. And all of a sudden I looked back and I was like, sadly, I was like, oh, we've done this one before. I can't do it. You know, we try not to do things again. Like we did that at the beginning when we kind of came back. We tried a few
Right.
things again. But I was like, we don't want to keep doing that. And then all of a sudden I went and looked. I was like, well, that doesn't look like the label of the one I bought. And I went and looked, and lo and behold, it was not. So it's the same base beer that they originally made that Keith just talked about. But instead of just red wine barrels, it's red and white wine barrels. The Brett, like you just spoke of, all of these things. I'm super jazzed to try this one.
Nice.
So this is, like I said, this is going to be pretty exciting.
Now, wasn't this a thing where they did? Well, one year they did it one way, and then they did it another way. Didn't they like do?
Okay, so I want to say that each one of these breweries took this recipe and brewed it at their brew house.
Okay.
So that they could like basically each of their, because water brings a lot to the party. What is the contents of your water? What do you do to it to change it
Right.
to, how it reacts with everything, the hops, the barley, the malt, like all those kinds of things. So I think each of them took this recipe that they had created, and I'm pretty sure they all brewed this beer at all of their different facilities.
Okay.
If you were, whether you're at Victory or Dogfish or at Stone.
Okay.
I have only had the Stone versions. That would be super awesome to try all 3 of those.
Yeah.
Original version.
Yeah.
If anyone out there has all 3 versions,
Please.
let us know.
Let us know.
And
Help us out.
Talk to us about how we can get those, and we will do a podcast on that. That would be super cool. But anyway, I'm pretty sure that was what was going on. So we will quickly show table cam because Elton's holding on to the beer over there.
Yeah.
He's got it held on.
Elton. Yes.
The Yellow Brick Road apparently is allowing beer.
He
on
says
it.
goodbye to the Yellow Brick Road. Hello, Saison du Buff.
He does.
That's what he says.
That sounds like something Elton John would actually say. Bernie Taupin probably would have written it for him, but he would have sang it
Yes,
beautifully.
and he would have put music to it, and
It
it would
would-
have sounded
It
amazing.
would have been fantastic.
Of course.
But if he doesn't give it up, I can't actually open it. So
well, that's true.
Elton forked that over. And now I brought in, this might not be the case, with all of these small batch series that they do. They're all 500 ml bottles. I want to say this one was around $15 or $16.99. They
Okay.
are pricey, but they're all usually, like this one's been aged for over a year, so that's up to you if you think that kind of stuff is worth it. I like buying special bottles of this kind of thing every once in a while. So
And in this case, we're sharing it with our
Yeah.
with our followers, our
Exactly.
listeners.
And if anyone for some reason has actually had one of these, I'd love to know about it if you're in chat right now or on YouTube. If you want to leave a comment down at the bottom, we'd love to hear about that as well, or on our website, the one up there, AboutBeverages.com. So sometimes you need these pliers.
The jaws of life.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
wait,
gonna
no, pliers.
try it without I'm gonna try it without first. But sometimes these are like so ratcheted in here, like I cannot get a good grip. And I think I'm glad I brought the pliers. This would have been
Sometimes if you rock it back and forth.
okay. Rock me gently.
Here I am.
Rock me slowly.
That's a great song.
Take it easy.
Don't you know?
Okay, no.
Now he's not
I'm
even
just
gonna.
go
Not
pliers.
even gonna mess around with
I'm
it.
just gonna go pliers.
We are pressed for time
Just
here.
yeah, a little bit that. Now the key though too is I don't want to go too like I want to loosen it, but I don't want to make it.
Once you got to get that release.
That's pricey. Yeah, it can be. Now it's not like certain sours that are like this much for like 375 mil. Like no one would actually pay for that. I mean that would be silly. But it is pricey. So I'm going pliers here. Opening. Bottle is open. What do we do after we open the bottle? I poured it vigorously.
Vigorous? No, you didn't.
No, I didn't. It was
No.
it was a delicate pour.
Yeah, you were all tired out after that.
I was. Oh my god! It took so
Exhausted.
long to open that cork. I could have done some time lapse.
it's actually a day
later. Exactly. We've actually been on live now for about 24 hours.
And to get your strength back.
What do you think?
I think we got some cloudy
like kinda-
gold.
Yeah, I was almost gonna say like it's almost kind of
Gold
like
orange.
nectarine peach kind of
Yeah.
colored.
Yeah,
Like if I had one of those in my hand right now.
yeah, little, but definitely cloudy. You're not seeing anything through there. Right?
No.
Okay.
It's not like fake, like New England style IPA cloud.
No,
it's
no,
like
no.
hazy like that.
Yeah.
It's like actually just because of whatever.
I'd forgotten about that.
What's that?
It's like an herb garden.
It's like an herb garden with a hint of funk and
Yeah.
some tart in there too. Did you get that?
Yeah, there's definitely the
Wow.
the fruity tart there.
Oh my god, that smells awesome. It's like an herb garden and a Smartie just like had sex.
And then rolled around in the wet spot. for the funk.
A little bit of funk. Oh my god, that's amazing. It's so true.
They're gonna ban us, aren't they?
Oh god, I love every bit of that aroma.
That's a really wild combination of
Yeah.
aromas that works.
You bet that's a that's a fiver right there.
Yeah, you're getting all that blend of. I don't know if I could specifically, but probably the sage I think is the one that
Yeah.
comes out to me the most. But wow,
Yeah, parsley doesn't really have an aroma. It has a flavor,
yeah,
like I said, but it doesn't really have an aroma. Yeah, so definitely the sage, like a like a tropical fruit, and that like my mouth is actually watering with
Yeah.
how tart this aroma is.
Yeah.
Which is great, and there is a little bit of funk in there too.
Yeah,
Which is good. This is everything I was hoping it would be. So
Yeah.
I hope to God this passes through to the taste, because it's gonna suck if it doesn't.
at least a portion of it.
Yeah.
Yes and no. It's not as
Yeah.
over the top
Yeah, that's a bummer.
as that aroma was.
That taste was a little bit of a bummer after the aroma.
There's some. I'm almost.
I get
a
all
little smoky. There's something heavier.
Smokey Robinson? Tears of a
Maybe
Clown?
it's one of the.
Is that a Smokey Robinson?
That is. That's the.
Did I make
Yeah.
Did I make the right reference?
No, that's good. That's Smokey Robinson.
Okay, I
That's
did.
good. Yes. Good. Yep.
There is. It's almost like a smoked sea salt.
Right. It's
Like
just
that kind of nuanced smokiness.
Yeah, because it's not like it's just there. It's like it's underlying, but there is something. Yeah, that would be a good combination. I would say yes. The smoky sea salt.
Yeah. It's really good. the aroma was even more enticing. I
Right.
would have to say that I'm a little let down by the flavor. It's kind of it's all of those things I got, but it's just a muted version of them. I was kind of hoping that it was going to keep amping up, especially on the tart that I was getting.
Yeah,
the aroma.
I don't get that as much.
I thought the tart was just going to be like, oh man, this is going to hit me right.
Yeah.
just like really strong. And
I do get a sour, but yeah, I don't get that tart that I would have liked a little bit more of the tart. The herb mix is fine. The smokiness is kind of cool, I think. And I don't know if that's not Brett. Brett isn't smoky. There's no smoky Brett. So
No,
I'm not
the
sure
Brett's
where
gonna
that
be
came
the-
from.
Brett's gonna be the
the
tropical.
old barrel aging. It maybe came from
it's
the red
and
barrel.
white. Could be the red and
Depending
and white
on- yeah,
wine.
Yeah, that could be some from the red barrel. It's good. The high point of this definitely is the nose, though.
Yeah, it is. This is very like I said. Yeah, this is definitely. I usually talk about like I don't like it when you get something like a lot in the aroma or something like that, and then there's none of it in the taste, or very like it's kind of that disparate thing. Like I don't like that when it falls off a cliff. This doesn't do that.
Right.
It's just like, yeah, like you said, the aroma is way up here, and then it's like a muted version of that is what you get in the flavor.
Right.
But it's still really good.
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't at this price point get it again. I'm glad I got it for this one, just
Right.
because we've had some good laughs and some good times, and it took me 4 hours to open the cork.
Right.
As I swear, all of these from this series from them are like, it is the strongest corks you have ever seen, or I am the weakest. I should have had Keith open it probably, but like I said, the strongest corks ever. Like I could not get that. That took. This guy was strong. This is the God of War right here. This guy was strong in there. But I liked it. Like I said, I'm glad to try. I want to. It'd be interesting to go back, which we could maybe after we finish the show. I could pull up the previous podcast.
Oh, yeah.
It was just the red wine
Look at our
barrel
notes
ones
and
to
stuff,
see
yeah.
kind of what we said about it. And we could actually play the audio in a better way. I figured out how to do that if we actually want to do
nice.
that. But
Okay.
anyway, I like this. It's your call if you want to do something and try something out. Like I said, it is pricey. Like I said, usually $15 to $16 for one of these bottles, 500 ml.
And where'd you get this?
I got this, I believe, at Tap and Bottle.
Oh, okay.
I think.
That's always a safe
I'm
go-to.
99.9% sure I got this at Tap and Bottle, because usually if it's something a little harder to find, I don't think I'm pretty sure I did get this at Tap and Bottle. I want to say I was actually walking around with one of my coworkers, and we were having a beer and walking around looking at stuff, and I'm pretty sure I got that there, because it was like, oh, cool, I've had this before, which I hadn't once I look back. But anyway, yeah. So if you were interested, actually, we've had a previous version, a barrel-aged version of this beer on the podcast. You can go to AboutBeverages.com, check that out, see how it compares. We may do that a little bit later on the live show, which is if you're watching us there at twitch.tv/AboutBeverages. We really appreciate that. We do that every Thursday at 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, and we talk with everyone in chat and about beverages, and we obviously go through tasting a couple things, and that's what we do during the live show. And you can follow us on Twitter. I'm grocery listing all the different places we are, but if there is a social media something, you probably can find us out there.
Yes.
We're weekly on Instagram, and by weekly, I mean like WEAK, like barely.
Oh, wow.
Well, I started it a little bit.
Oh, that's
I
true.
don't know,
You
I
do
just
mean it
don't-
that way. Okay,
It's just
yeah.
kind of like, yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
okay.
You're like,
I thought, no,
oh, God,
that's the wrong one.
he spelled it wrong.
It's the wrong
No, he actually did it right. He was really smart. So anyway, that's what we've got for this show, unless you have any other thoughts. No,
I don't.
no other
Well,
thoughts.
One more sip?
One more sip. But we do always say, whether we like it or not,
You should give it a shot.